Hi guys, I'm Ember. Thanks for coming back to my channel. So today I wanted to talk about, why paying attention to what's happening in your body is extremely important. So when I was growing up as a child, I was taught almost in every single situation with my parents to ignore myself, ignore what was happening in my body. I also, since I was having sexual abuse happen, I also felt like, that was another reason I could not be in my body. Sadly, when sexual abuse happens, you can't, one of the mechanisms of your brain is to shut the senses of your body off, shut a lot of the, you go away in your mind, you're not really there, your sensing of your body becomes really numb, or you can't feel it at all, and it's to protect you from the abuse that's happening. And so what I've had to do with healing is I've really had to look at what feelings am I having in my body. What is this feeling associated with? What does my stomach feel like when I'm, sad? What is my heart doing when I'm angry? What does anger feel like? Anger was really hard for me to pin down because I wasn't allowed to feel anger, one, and two, no one ever taught me like what it feels like in the body. And obviously sometimes this is different for different people. And so it's really good to get to notice what's happening in your body and get to know your own body as opposed to like what the norm is or whatever. So one of the ways to do that is when you're having a reaction or when you're having a feeling come up, or when you notice what's happening in front of you, notice what's causing the reaction. And then also, drop into your body and get to know what the feeling is. Get to know how it feels when you feel sad. Get to know how it feels when depression is coming in. Get to know how it feels when you're feeling angry. Get to know what fear is. And, I have a lot of fear come up, and I have so much compassion for the fact that I have a lot of fear come up because of what I've been through. Fear truly protects you. So do all these other emotions. All these emotions protect you in some way. They protect you from getting, putting yourself out there, or they protect you by helping you isolate, or they protect you, by not like going into the situation, or, and sometimes that really is a good thing, but other times it's not. And so it's really good to get to know the feeling that you're having so that you can what the feeling you're having is later on when you have other things happen, and then you can understand your reactions better, because all of this work is about getting to know yourself better. It's about getting to know your body better. It's about getting to know what the feeling is like, and also paying attention to your body. A lot of the times, we ignore the connection between mind and body, and we ignore the body. And that is so problematic. And a lot of this work is like getting to know your body, and also getting to know what makes your body feel good, and whatever that is, it isn't bad, and a lot of what's made my body feel better is dancing, stretching, tapping. There's a tapping method. What's another one? There's so many. I mean, there really is so many. Yoga is really great. Running, walking. I mean, really getting to your body involved helps healing. It helps your healing because, being disconnected for so long, it's hard to know what's happening. It's hard to know how to heal it. It's hard to know how to make yourself feel better. And a lot of the times I won't really know what's going on with me, but I know that I don't feel right, and a lot of the times when I stretch after I don't feel right, my body starts to relax. And I know it's because when you've gone through trauma when you're a child, your body becomes hypervigilant, and you become hypervigilant, and you're always bracing yourself and tensing for the next hurt that's going to happen to you. And this is any kind of abuse. This is yelling, spanking, sexual abuse, physical abuse, emotional abuse. This stuff makes your body not feel safe. And so when that happens, we have to really pay attention to how our body's reacting in the now and find ways to help your body feel safe, because that's half the work. It's making your body feel safe. And also there's a therapy called sensorimotor therapy, and that is about, relaxing. It's about not relaxing, but it's about like letting your body process the things that it's gone through, because sometimes our bodies can literally get stuck into a trauma response. And in this type of therapy, you're able to finish that out with just paying attention to the body and not paying attention to the mind as much, because a lot of therapies are around what your mind is doing, and not a lot of therapies are around what your body is doing. And so I love this type of therapy. I think it's sensorimotor therapy. I can't say that, but whatever. My point is that it's a really great like sensing body type of therapy. And any type of therapy that gets you involved with your body, I think is so important, because when you've been through trauma, your body gets affected so much, and we don't pay attention to that, and we don't pay attention to our body for whatever reason. And a lot of reason that's why substance abuse comes, or disassociating is more prevalent in your adult life, because you're trying to disconnect from your body because you never learned how to be safe in your body. And if that's happening to you, I'm so sorry. It's so scary to not know why you're feeling the way you're feeling, and not know how to target it, and not know how to get connected to your body in a way that is safe, because going back into your body after you've had a trauma is extremely difficult, and it's so painful. And so really having compassion for the fact of what your body's been doing to keep you safe this whole time, that you've been hypervigilant this whole time, is so important. It's so, so important to have compassion for everything that you've been through, and get to know your body and find ways to relax your body. Find ways for your body to feel safe, because once you feel safe, then you can really start to pay attention to how to heal. And I just really recommend therapy. I recommend IFS. I recommend trauma therapy, EMDR, sensorimotor therapy. And I just really recommend that you get into a therapy that does any of these things, because it has literally changed my life. And I want you guys to get the help you need. And I feel like trauma is so prevalent, and we don't even realize how much it's prevalent. And the don't pay attention to your body by society and by parents sometimes is like really, really detrimental. And so that's why I really want to like explain how important it is, and that you get the therapy that you need, and that you start just paying attention to what's going on with you, because it's so important. So I really hope you guys like my video, and like and subscribe if you can, and I'll see you guys next time.